So today we are going to make an activity on weighted average capital calculation, cost of capital calculation. So I will be giving you a set of a scenario, a single scenario, whereas you are going to start a new bakery. In this regard, you will have an investment of rupees 1 lakh. Clear? So with this 1 lakh, how you are going to divide your profit into various categories? How you are dividing your capital structures into various categories? You have to explain me what is the end weighted average cost of capital, what is weighted average cost of capital, and why you have chosen this particular type of splitting divisions. You have to explain this in a clear aspect. So you have to solve this case study. That is ABC Limited is going to start a new bakery, ABC and Co. So you are going to make a decision on how ABC and Co must earn their profit in regard to satisfy their equity preference and debt holders. Clear? So good morning to all. So now I am going to explain the case study which was given by ma'am. So we are going to split our capital into equity, preference and share. Equity is about ownership and risk bearing. So we are dividing the capital into three parts: equity, preference and share. So
we have been divided into three types: equity, debt and preference share. We divided, ma'am gave her 1 lakh rupees. So we divided into three: 50,000, 20,000 and 30,000. Why we take less amount in debt? Because it is
so we are getting outside debt from others now. We have high percentage of interest. So we got 20,000 and low percentage. So we can manage with it, paying the debentures. We can manage by getting the profit by investing in the bakery. So preference share, we have get 30,000 amount from the preference share with the 10% and we have tax rate. So why we have taken equity as 50,000 ownership investment. Equity is about ownership investment, my own investment for the battery I have given. So there is no compulsory repayment for it and there is no fixed dividend. Preferential capital rupees 30 at 10% is preference share fixed dividend. We need to pay to the
Start.
preference share capital is about 30,000. We are giving first preference to the preference shareholders. So after getting the profit, we will give first preference to the preference shareholder and we will return back the money. It is about paid for equity dividend. So number of 40, it contains the main control will be with the owners. It also balances the risk and stability of the business. Debt capital rupees 20,000. The fixed interest rate is 12%. It is a tax deductible, must be paid on time. Debt capital which we got should be paid on time. Okay, wow. Cheapest source of finance. Debt capital is also known as cheapest source of finance. How all we manage this capital is about equity management is about. It's a long-term asset which we invest on oven or the vessels which we use for bakery or other setup for our bakery business. So there is no pressure to pay. So there is no pressure to pay the equity at the time we are managing. So now we are going to see the sum.
okay. We are going to calculate in weighted average cost of capital. So we have going to calculate the capital structure. So this is our capital structure. So we just added it to 1 lakh rupees. And second step, it's going to calculate the weight. So we were calculated the weight.
So we are going to calculate the weight of average cost of capital. So equity, the total amount, the weight of equity is rupees 50,000 will be divided by the total amount of investment. By dividing this, we will get in 0.5%, and weight of dividend is 20,000 as given here, and divided with the amount, and we get 0.2%. As equity and dividend, we get preference share 30,000 divided by, then we get 0.3%. And the last we are going on next step, we are going to calculate the cost of debt. Cost tax. So cost of debt is 12% minus 1 minus 0.3. The rate of tax is 30. By dividing it, you get 0.3. By multiplying and minusing it, the total answer is 8.4%. Calculating the total weight into cost. We are going to calculate weight into weight of equity and weight of debt, cost of debt, and weight of preferential and cost of preferential. By multiplying this, we get this answer, and the total percentage is 9.68%. Thank you. Presentation. So now we have had a concept of we need a 1 lakh of investment. We have split it into various sources as we said, and the repayment percentage has also been given. Firstly, we are calculating cost of weight of the formula. So out of 1 lakh, the weight of equity is 0.5, weight of debt is 0.2, and weight of preference is 0.3. Next, we are moving on to cost. Cost is directly given to us, that is how much interest or percentage we have to apply in repaying them, and we are moving on to the direct formula. Are you people clear with the concept? So whenever you are making an investment or whenever you are bringing into some amount in your business by borrowing with the either equity shareholders or preference shareholders or bank, you have to repay to the people. So the answer for this is that you have to earn 9.68% of this rupees 1 lakh minimum to repay them. So out of 1 lakh, 9.68% you have to earn. So what you can satisfy your investors, and you can also earn profit. Are you clear with the concept? Okay, we will be discussing on various activities involving in such kind of concepts in the next coming classes. Thank you.